We're going to be comparing unit rates again in this lesson video, but this time we're comparing a graph versus a table. Okay, in this situation we're asked which candy is cheaper, Tootsie Rolls or Laffy Taffy. Now the cost of Tootsie Rolls is given here in the graph, and the cost of Laffy Taffy is given in this table. Now in order to compare them and decide which one's cheaper, we're going to find the unit rate for each of them, because the unit rate will tell me how much each one costs per pound. Okay, and whichever one costs cheaper per pound is obviously the cheaper candy. So let's find the unit rate first for the Tootsie Rolls in this graph. Now, first thing, I know that it's a proportional relationship because it's a straight line and it starts at 0, 0. So in order to find the unit rate, I just find where 1 pound is, which is right here, and I follow it up to the line. Okay, about right there. And then I'll follow it across to the y-axis. So let's see, what is this number right here? If this line is 6 and this one's 8, that means this one's 7. So halfway in between is probably 6.5. Okay, so that means 1 pound costs $6.50. Okay, so Tootsie Rolls are $6.50 per pound. Okay, that's the unit rate. Now let's find the unit rate for Laffy Taffy. Now we are given a table and it looks a little different because this one's sideways, but it's still the same thing, right? We've got our weight in pounds, so like our X variable, and our money that we earn, or the money that it costs, how much they charge per pound, is the Y variable. And if you're not sure, see, money is the Y, weight is an X. And so how we've normally found the unit rate is we've said, well, what do I multiply 3 by to get 25.50? Well, I really can't think of what I multiply 3 by to get 25.50. It must be some weird decimal number. So in order to figure out what the unit rate is for this one, I'm going to set up the ratio. Dollars to pounds. So my ratio that I have is the dollars is $25.50 for 3 pounds. And I want to know the unit rate. So how much does 1 pound cost? So what do I do to 3 pounds to get to 1? I divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. So whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top as well to be fair. So 25.50 divided by 3, I'm going to grab a calculator really quick, and we get 8.50. So that means Laffy Taffy costs $8.50 per pound. So which candy is cheaper? The Tootsie Rolls, because they cost less per pound. So that's an example of how we compare the unit rate from a graph to the unit rate from a table.